Well, hello, peeps. How are you today? Good Wednesday morning. This is Laura Sagliato. Welcome to my channel. Good morning. Hashtag peeps with the exclamation point if you want to be entered into a drawing. Grab your cup, meet up in the comments, and get to know your newest best friend. I'm going to turn off that banner. I like having that banner when I'm not here, and then it distracts me when I am here. So let's turn that off and have a clean thing below. Turn the comments on to see if anybody's out there. We have switched, right? We have switched our gears now, and we have gone from one YouTube channel to this YouTube channel, and I'll get into that a little bit in the second half. But for right now, let's take a look at Epicurus, and I'm going to move myself down so we can really take a good look at him. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember, what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for. Oh, my goodness. Well, I tell you this, I'm very glad that the temperatures are above freezing for the most part today, if you don't count the wind chill factor. We've got a beautiful, nice, sunny day. Spring is around the corner next week. It's still got plenty of snow on the ground and plenty of snow in the forecast here in Minnesota. So there is a lot of desiring for things that we have not, like the blooming of bulbs, right? But I'm also glad that they're not blooming because we've got snow in the forecast, because that would be sad to have them peep their heads out just in time to get clobbered by more snow. And there's something warming about having a layer of snow on the ground. I'd much rather have snow with the reflection of the sun on the snow and those wonderfully bright days that we've got. And today is one of those. So I'm going to get a whole lot of filming done today because it's blustery out there, but the lighting is so good that that's a great time to do filming, because it's always good to have all that wonderful natural light coming in to augment the electricity that we have here. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for. Well, tell us in the comments below whether you're watching this live or catching the replay. What is it that you are thankful for today, that you didn't have yesterday, that you could have only hoped for yesterday? I have, I'm wishing for my own house, right? A lifelong goal of mine is to have my own house with a garden that I've gardened for over 3 years. That's the gold standard. I have very modest goals in life. That's one of them. And that's the main one, having my own address, my own garden that I've been tending for 3 years, with all of my rooms in my house filled to the brim with books. I got the books. I just need the house, and I've got the seeds. I just need the land to plant them in. So we're getting there, just like we're getting there with all these channels that I'm doing right now. And this is the best time. You guys have heard me long enough that you know that I come from a long line of folks that went by the signs, as my grandmother and her folks would say, the hillbilly signs. And that also translates into modern, astrology, or traditional astrology. Astrology has been around for a long time. But we've got spring coming next week. So this is the time for spring cleaning, getting your things in order, because we might have snow on the ground. It might be still dipping down below zero, zero, as in below 0 Celsius, below 32 degrees below freezing at night here. If we didn't have that wonderful layer of snow, that would be hard frost on the ground. But it's covered by that lovely, lovely snow until we get a good rain to wash that away. So we've got that, but we just know, we all know that the world is waking up. It's waking up for a spring that is coming really soon. And once that starts to wake up, it's like kidding season. I've got friends who are homesteaders, and I've got friends who have goats and lambs and things like that. So it's been a long slumbery winter for them. Trudging through the snow to go tend to the critters, but pretty soon it's going to be a 24-hour watch for all the kidding that's going to be going on, all the babies being birthed, right? All the new forms of life starting. And so that's what we've got. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember what you now have was once among the things you only hope for. But there's two parts of that, right? I mean, there obviously there's two parts about that, but there's another kind of slant that I look at with that. There's the obvious interpretation of be grateful for what you've got, but there's also the acknowledgement that there's hope, right? We have today what we hope for. I was talking about this in another podcast, another broadcast yesterday, in that to get to where we want to be, where we hope to be, where our lucky stars can shine on us, we have to do the work of preparing for what we want to see manifest, right? So, in order to manifest your blessings, that was yesterday's podcast, we have to look at what we're hoping for. We have to be grateful for what we've got and understand how that helps us and nourishes us. But we also need to have one pole, as they say, if you're fishing, one line in the water, uh, with the hopes of catching something. What is it that you hope to catch? And what are you doing now to prepare for when you do get that tug on the line? Right? So there's that wonderful juggling of life that goes on. Now that we've got that, I'm still on StreamYard on this one, which is, it's been great. And I think it services this broadcast well. So I might not switch to the EV for this particular one. But when I made that decision, I made the decision to go the basic pro version with StreamYard, but also with EV And I'm going to be trying some more advanced techniques out on EV because it allows you to. And I'm a hot mess, and I'm going to be more of a hot mess over there. So I figured if I keep this one where it's nice and simple, it's a little clunky in the transitions. I may be getting better at that as I learn new skills. But from what I have gathered, it's some of it is native to this particular thing. The cool part about that is when you guys get to comment and you do put those hashtag peeps in there. I'm gonna share screen because we're gonna go and we're gonna look at what's available there, which I should have done. I figured out what I did wrong over there. I didn't actually do it wrong that time. I did it wrong today, but nobody's in there doing anything right now today. So, but I'm going to just show it to you to demonstrate, just to get my thing, my stick in the water, right? So when the fish do come to bite, we've got things all set up so we can do that. So this is today's broadcast. Things you only hope for. The match text is Peeps. So if I have comments, if you guys write, that's why I said that banner at the beginning, put hashtag Peeps in the comments. And then what I do is I push start collecting comments, but there's no entries right now because y'all aren't commenting. When there's an entry, that's when I can do the draw. So that's how that goes. So anyway, we're gonna stop that sharing and call it a wash for today. That was our drawing that we didn't do. But it shows you what we are capable of doing. I also wanted to make another announcement as I am doing my cunning plan of separating things out. I wanted to show you another screen share of the work that I've been doing on the old channel. Some of you guys have started with me when we were broadcasting on this channel, and it'll look a little different than it did before, and that's what I wanted to show you, because YouTube does let you do the thing. It's got my name down there at Lori Tienza Iliata, so you know you found me. It's got the logo that we normally have, my logo. To live is so starting, that leaves little time for anything else. I've had that quote on everything for like decades. I'm talking probably 30 years. It has been my tagline for everything. I love Emily Dickinson, and I just adore that particular sentiment. So I renamed it Startlingly True as my main channel, as a homage to my grandparents and to Emily Dickinson. And that story I'm going to relate to over on this site. So you'll see our past live streams. They're there. That's where you can find all the goodness there. And I'm going to stop my screen share to come back to this again. So those are other places that you can find me. And this week I'm going to be populating those. So lots of work for me this week, getting ready for that spring equinox and getting my fish pole in there. So when the lucky stars do shine and the energy does come in to create new things and new life and new opportunities, we've got a plan. We've cleared the path. And there's a path of least resistance going forward. Well, thank you again, and have a blessed day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.